Okay, so today I'm looking at the 2006 Sonata GLS. This is the 6-cylinder version, 3.3 liter V6, manufactured in, can't think of it now, Georgia, Alabama, Montgomery, Alabama plant. This new plant that was built there a few years ago. This 2006 was the first year that they, first Sonata that was built in America, the Montgomery, Alabama plant. I just picked this up. It has less than 50,000 miles on it. It's got a little over 76,000 kilometers. It was owned by a senior. As you can see, she's good condition. Had a wash when I bought it there today. Just picked it up today. It's a little bit wet out. 17-inch alloy wheels. Leather interior. Sunroof on the top there. Let's just open her up, take a look inside. Got a CD MP3 player here. Leather interior. Armrest in the center here. It's actually in two stages. The stage here. Got an internal. Whoop. Let's see. Looks up like this. Also slides forward. Got a cup holder area here. You got heated seats, ashtray, extra storage compartment. This here's for your electronic climate control. You'll see a few variations of these. Sometimes you'll see a knob in the middle. This one's a little bit more advanced. That's your CD player. I don't believe it's the 6 CD one, because normally you'll see different markings on here to indicate the CD you're on. Let's look at the gauge there, 76,000 kilometers. On the wheel here you have your cruise control. This turns on your cruise control, off the switch here. Get your volume controls over here, your mode for your radio, you got a mute button here. You got a leather steering wheel. You have electronic stability control. Not sure what this is, some kind of dimmer switch. And, oh, what's this? I'm not sure what that, oh, it's adjustable brake pedal, looks like. I believe, don't quote me on that. So over here you got your power mirrors. The mirrors are heated as well. You got one touch auto on your driver's side. Then of course up here is your sunroof. Take a look in the back. Take a closer look at that in a while. See what else. Let's open up this dash, take a look. Got kind of a nice touch fabric here. Well, not touch fabric, looks like a plastic, but it's got a nice texture to it. Kind of got this, what's they call it, carbon fiber look trim here. And the bottom part of it here is kind of this, it's kind of like a plasticky. It's got a few dimples in it. Kind of reminds you what you see in the Hondas, sort of the late 2000 Hondas. Let's see here. You got a power outlet here. Here's your cigarette lighter. Down here is your trunk release, your gas cap release, your hood release is under there. It's got the factory Sonata mats in it here. Let's take a look in the back here. Alrighty, so we're taking a look in the back here. As you can see in the back, there's a 60-40 split. Come around to the other side. A little spot up here. Alright, we'll just take a look in the trunk, see what it looks like back here once it's all down. Alright, that gives you a shot of Yeah, so that goes down quite a bit. I mean, obviously you get a little bit of a narrow entryway there, but you could still put a few things through there. Slide her back up. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, the car has been rush checked every year. Or not rush checked, I think it's, forget the name of it there, but in Canada, if you don't undercoat your cars, within 10 years, they are going to be kind of rust buckets. You're going to have like rocker panels rusted. Let's take another look through here at the front dash. And actually on the top of the mirror there, I think that sort of functions for a garage door opener. Something obviously I won't use. Oh, there's another option here for your glasses. Here's your controls for your internal lights, your sunroof. Again, no ventilation back here on your system to put in the ear back here. You have some area for some magazines. Get some rear speakers there. You got your holy moly handles up at the top. Now here is the center console. It's got a flip up. Stick inside here again. Take another shot inside there. That's going to pop the trunk. Before I do that, just take a look at the 17-inch alloys. Alright, so let's take a look in the trunk here. As you can see, you also have a key that you can use for your trunk. You see here we got pistons on the outside trunk that gives you more space. Take a look inside here. 16 cubic feet of trunk space. You see you don't lose any room here with your speakers. There's space for that. Give that a shut down again. Take a look on the other side. I'm just going to come back here, pop the engine, take a look at that. Alright, so you can see here, take a look at the engine. Got a nice little piston rod here. And this is why the cars in Canada, this is what we have to do to keep our cars from rusting here in Canada. As you see, all this lubrication, all this spray is sprayed on these cars. If you want to keep them, you got to make them look ugly underneath the hood. And there's some more oil there. This is all like a rust protection system that was done. As you can see, lots of grease there. That's going to get accumulated over the years. And there's the motor there, the nice 3.3 liter motor. As you see, with the undercoating, you can still get little rusty spots here. So I've got some rust check. I'll probably end up touching up these little other screws out there, which aren't integral to the use of the car, but I don't want to clean them up anyhow. See the front disc brakes, and you can see your calipers there. They all get a bit of scale on the outside, but the biggest thing in Canada is about once a year you should have your brakes serviced, where they're taken off, cleaned, lubed up, because otherwise yeah, you can have issues with your brakes. So you got to remember that Canada's a hostile environment for keeping a car. And if this car hadn't been undercoated, I mean, it's 8 years old, it's in really good condition. And your rocker panels are good on it. I checked the rocker panels underneath the doors there. They normally, on a car that's 8 to 10 years old, if you haven't had any undercoating system, they could be rusted out. You can have your floor rust out. There's just a numerous amount of things that you can have issues with in a harsh climate like Canada. And it's mostly due to, like to say, the salt. This is April right now, and as you can see, there's still a lot of snow on the ground. We've had a real hard winter here. And so I got a good deal on this car, pretty happy with it. Got it for less than $7,000. I just say low kilometers. And that's another thing too, where the cars kind of take a beating here in this country, you can usually get decent prices on them. Now this one here, like I said, was well maintained. And I probably paid a bit of a premium for this car from what I could have from a car like this in average condition. But no, overall, satisfied. You see underneath there, it's got the fog lights. I say this was the first year too the Hyundais actually put the timing chain in their cars too. So that was another thing that kind of turned me off about the Hyundais was, you know, you had 100,000 maintenance schedule where they suggested that you had to do the timing belt. And I mean, really, they were a timing belt waiting to be broken. And that wasn't too impressed. I wasn't too impressed with that. But this is the first year they come out with the. Let's close this up. With the timing chains in them. Now they detailed and waxed this car, so it's really good condition. Now the only spot here I noticed there's a little bit of a bubble here starting. That will eventually corrode. A couple little small paint chips, but the paint is actually immaculate. It's really good condition. Another nice feature about this car too, as you can see, like when you pick up your blades in the winter time, this in some cars is an issue to clean off this area, the snow in this area. And it looks like the Sonata, surprisingly for a Korean car, is actually set up quite well for clearing snow. Also the wiper shooters here on the hood, I have them on my Dodge Neon, and they work really good. So this area here, you're going to be able to lift up your wiper blades. You're going to be able to clean this area very well. And yeah, you're not going to have a lot of problems with that. Again, we'll take another look through the side here. A little small stone chip on the door there. Let's say no dents. Very good condition. So that's again one of the reasons why I got this car. I've got my plate. I just picked up my plate today. Gonna get that on there. Picked this up at a steel Volkswagen here in Halifax. The gentleman that had this car, actually, he had the Sonata. His wife had an accent, and they were trading in both their cars. They were on a Volkswagen diesel, and they were going to head to yeah, they were going to head and do a lot of touring, so they wanted something easier on gas. But this for me is good. It's going to be kind of a secondary car. Well, I'm going to use my Neon there in the back mostly for traveling to work, because I do have a bit of traveling to go. But this is going to be kind of like a second kind of driving on the weekend car, or a car for jigging around Elmsdale here. And I don't want to beat this over like a dead bush, but just wanted to do a video here and make it as interesting as possible. And I know if you like Sonatas, you're going to enjoy this video. Let's take another close look at the lights. They look nice, the projector beams, I think they call them. Very nice. Alright guys, well thanks for watching.